a thunderstorm, highs 85 degrees. Right now in Central Park, it's 77 degrees. With the best ride in and out of the city, Bloomburg 1130, bringing you global news 24 hours a day.
I'm Barry Rizzo. You're listening to Masters of Business on Bloomberg Radio. My expert guest this week is Brian Tinnery. He is the global head of private investments for investing giant Vanguard Group, which is running about $7 trillion. I can't keep up with the total dollar numbers. We were discussing private equity as a new initiative that Vanguard began a few years ago and has expanded. You spent 17 years doing portfolio construction at Vanguard. Where does private equity fit into an investor's portfolio?
Yeah, the way we are thinking about it, Barry, after extensive, as you mentioned, 17 years of research, we would think that the private equity allocation comes out of your public equity allocation. And sometimes it's just easy to use the numbers or the math. Let's say a client is 60-40, 60% equity, 40% fixed income. We would think that the allocation comes out of that 60 component. So let's just use a number. Let's just say 30%. An investor decides to be 30% private equity. So instead of being 60-40 stock bond, so the 30 on 60 would be 18. Right? So now they would be 18% private equity and 42% public equity, maintaining their 40% in bonds. And when you look at that, you're not really increasing the risk budget of the portfolio. In fact, you actually have diversification because all of these operating private companies are not in the public universe. The correlations are not at 1, and you have return enhancement. So it is a really viable, prudent asset class to add into a portfolio if it's funded kind of the right way, and we would be funding it from public equity.
My reaction was because I immediately thought you were talking 30, 40. But what I misinterpreted is you meant 30% of the 60, not 30% of the overall.
That's right. So instead of 30, 40, it would be 42 public equity, 18 private equity, and then still 40% on bonds.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about the various private equity firms you work with. There are thousands of them. How did you begin the process of narrowing it down to a handful of them, and what was the vetting process like?
Yeah, so while many investors may know Vanguard is indexing, we are actually one of the largest and actually have one of the most successful active management practices in the asset management space. I mentioned that we started Vanguard as an actively managed firm. And so we have, our entire history of being managers, oversight, and selection, and search. And so when we decided to go into the space, the next step was canvassing the managers who are world class. And so we went through a process of we have a database, and we started with narrowed it down to, let's say, 40 plus firms. We then had deep meetings with about 10 of those firms, and then we actually did site visits on site. And then had them visit us with 5 firms. We narrowed that down to 2, where we spent another extra deep dive, and then we selected Harborvet as the final winner of the partnership to move forward with. And so we have a long history of understanding what works in active management. Our actively managed funds have outperformed consistently their peers, and actually outperformed the indexes they track on the public side. And